Good day and welcome to yet another edition of Game Time with Marco. Thank you for joining us and thank you for your views and comments. But do not forget to click like and subscribe to our channel as we get to discuss football issues and bring you the best football players, the best football managers, the best football fans that graced our screens as well as that graced our stadiums and so on and so forth. My name is Marco Ndlovu and today we have a very special guest again. As usual, we always have special guests and I'm sure you're tired of hearing about special guests. But today we do have a former Brave Warriors captain, former Black Africa and Tigers, I stand to be corrected there, but I think Black Africa and Tigers player, and recently retired Baroka captain, former captain as well, that is Ananias Gebhardt, is joining us in the studio. Junior, thank you for joining us and welcome.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to be here, obviously, and we discuss football.
Yeah. It's been a long time since you left Namibia. 10 years, right?
Yeah.
How has it been?
It's been great. Obviously, I know growing up, it's always a dream to play professional football. So getting the opportunity to play abroad, it's always an honor. So I really enjoyed my time in Mzanzi.
All right, now, before we talk about the professional aspect of football, who's Ananias? If you have to describe yourself, who's Ananias? Where were you born? Which schools did you go to? And how was it when you were growing up?
Yeah, Ananias is a small boy from Okahanja, born and raised in Okahanja, 1988.
Don't tell us your age.
So I'm a real old man.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, like I said earlier, born and raised in Okahanja, started playing in the dusty streets, and ever since I can remember, sports has been my go-to, especially playing football in the streets or athletics. Yeah, so that's why I'm summing it up. Sports has been my go-to whenever I'm having any free time or with friends. So yeah.
In terms of being born in Okahanja, how many are you in your family, and was there anybody who played sports before? Maybe your uncles, your aunties, your mom, your dad, sisters, brothers?
Yeah, my dad used to play for KK Palace. And
in the north?
In the north, yeah.
Oh.
So he's a boy from the north.
Okay. What's his name? Maybe we know him.
It's Philemon Afeni.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So he's from the north, and I'm not sure that you really know him, but yeah. And my younger brother also used to play, but he didn't really, he played, I think, half a season or a full season by Tura Magic, and then he decided to quit. He's not really like that with the game. That's Andreas, the last born. And yeah, by my mom's side, we are three.
Okay.
Yeah, three. And then my dad has got, we are, is it 9, I think, yeah.
No,
so, yeah.
He's the man. He's the man. and looking at your schooling, which schools did you go to? Primary school and secondary school. Let's start with the primary school.
Primary school, I was at No Ape Primary, and from No Ape, I moved to Aurora. I did my grade 8, and then from Aurora, I moved to Hobabes, where I did my grade 9, and then my grade 10, I was moving around, especially with my mom, because she was also moving whenever she moves with a job, and then I move with her. So I moved to Hobabes. That's when I moved with my mom again. It was grade 10 there. Grade 9 in Hobabes, and then I did the grade 10 in Ochikoto. I went to my stepmom from my dad's side. I did my grade 10 there. And then I came for the 11 and 12 to Eshipena. Yeah.
Okay. The Aurora school is in Okahanja. Okay. And at primary school, did you play any sport, and which one was it?
Yeah, a lot of athletics, a lot of football, because there were seasons back in the day, from January to it's called the summer sports, isn't it? That's athletics now. We'll be busy doing the athletics, and then obviously in the winter after the first term, that's when the football will kick off. So in the summer summer sports, we'll be doing athletics, like I say, and also. Just to add on that, I was later also selected to partake in the what's the team? Kosasa
team.
Yeah,
Kosasa games. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. So I
the ball games or the field?
Athletics.
Athletics,
I represented the country also with the Kosasa. I was under 17, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Where did
but
you
that's
go?
later now.
Was it here?
No, that was when I was at Oshikoto.
Yeah, but did you compete here or you went out?
Yeah, no, we competed here.
Okay.
Independence.
How many countries were there?
They used to call it Zone B or
Zone 5. Yeah.
Zone 5. So yeah, it was Sadec countries.
Sadec countries.
Yeah.
Which events were you doing?
I did high jump and the long jump. Because with the 100, I later, there was faster guys.
There were faster guys.
Yeah. But I did the high jump and the long jump.
At one point in time in the national team, what was the fastest player?
Yeah, that also helped me. I mean, just to show that once you are with the athletics, you find dogs there as well that really do the thing. So that speed really helped me in the football. Yeah.
Okay. And in high school?
In high school also, same. Played football, did athletics. And I started playing for Invincible when I was grade 11. Yeah. Because the main thing was for me to sign for Tigers, but the coach that time was Ali Akan, but he moved. So Coach Woody came in, and then he's like, okay, yes, there is potential, but I want to send you to a team where you really play. Because obviously that time I was like maybe 15, 16. I won't really feature that much in the games, but Ali Akan was ready to sign me. Like I said, he moved to FCAK, he moved abroad to South Africa. Yeah, so that's where Coach Woody took me to Invincible. What a top team that was in terms of how it was ran. I still remember the owner, Joa Martin. What a gentleman. That's only if we had a whole lot of Joa Martins in terms of wanting the team to be professional and so on. He was really trying for a good setup for the players there.
Maybe you can briefly tell us what is it that made you understand that he's trying to make the team professional? Was it the training facilities? Was it the payment of players or the kind of players that they signed? Was it the transportation? Because some teams will transport players in packages.
Yeah, it was all of that, it's the training facilities. We used to train at Delta, the school, and that's a top pitch, a very nice pitch. And also just how his players round up in terms of gear, training gear. You find now even NPL team that are training with different T-shirts or different training kits, which is, it goes down to those small details. But he made sure we were literally kit from flops, socks. He used to give us boots, step out gear. The only thing he did not give us is probably underwear. So you see, just with those small things, you can tell that, okay, this man really wants to drive this whole thing into a different direction. So, yeah. And also, I mean, that time I was, like I said, I was grade 11 at the Aishipena. We used to get paid after a match. You win a match, I think I still remember, it's $60. Yeah, and you draw it is 30. If you don't, obviously it's nothing. So imagine a weekend you win 2 matches, you have for 120, and 120 for me at school the whole week. Break time, I'm shining, I'm having my nice fat cake, I'm the man. So yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed, if not one of my places that I really enjoyed football was there. And we had coach, he was also player coach, Hola.
Okay.
Hola, yeah. So
he was a player coach. Okay.
Player coach, yeah.
So when did you really decide that, okay, I'm going to take football as my professional sport, I'm going to make it a career?
I should say early in my high school. Yeah, high school, it was just a thing of, with the game, like I said, we grew up playing it in the streets. You just, you fall in love with the game. You see that, okay, on a professional level, you can actually also, make an impact, whether it's with a family, with a nation. Yeah, so I can sum it up and say in high school, I was really pushing to say, okay, one day I actually want to be a professional footballer.
Yeah. I'm sure you see how school sports is now. You have an idea. How, if you compare it to your times and now, what would be the difference?
I don't want to lie actually, because I've been away for some time. Yeah. I'm in the country now again, back for 2 months, so I can't really say how school sports is right now, because I also don't have a kid. But comparing it to our time, just to go slightly a bit out of the school, I see there is academies that has boys going after school, doing their homework, going for training. So that's a plus. Yeah, we didn't have that. Or where I come from my school, we didn't have that. Yeah. Okay. So I can see that in that aspect, it's really progress in terms of there is really academies. And in Okanja, we didn't have academies. So it was just street soccer, and then you wait for the school to start in what is this, during the winter. So I will definitely give it to the schools now. And say, like I said, I've seen academies that give the boys opportunity to study and also train at the same time. So that's a good thing, and it's a plus for the game moving forward. Yeah.
So you spoke about Invincibles, that you enjoyed your football there. You were supposed to go to Tigers. When do you now make it that step to say, now I'm leaving, I'm going to? When were you signed to a NPL club?
Okay. I played for 2 seasons with Invincible. So, and then we played friendly with Ramblers, Invincible, that is. So, and Coach Tolly van Beek was the coach at Ramblers. Yeah. So he decided to sign me there. So I signed with Ramblers. That was my first
Premier League
team. Yeah. So, yeah.
How did the guys at Tigers feel at that point in time?
I'm sure, in the streets, obviously, Shandubala was staying home by my aunt. They will always be like, nah, you will come back home, you'll come back home, you'll come back. Yeah. So they were always, persistent to say, no, I must come. That was just a loan deal, and it happened that I went on to go sign for Ramblers and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you take the opportunity that's there for you, and that's what I did.
How did you find it at Tigers? And at Ramblers? And who were the players that were there that you still remember? Some who had impact in your game, some that you played alongside and moved up the ranks with?
Yeah, that time at Ramblers, it was Phineas Jacobs. Yeah, Phineas was also at Ramblers, I think. It was the likes of... Okay, no, sorry, not Phineas Jacobs. Eusebio Fredericks. Phineas, we were together at also Ramblers, right?
Yeah, he was at Ramblers.
He was also at Ramblers, sorry. Yeah, Eusebio Fredericks, he was like my roomza. We stayed together at the clubhouse. He's really, really my boy. Till today, we still keep in contact and stuff. And the rest of the boys, really, that's the season that Ramblers was sort of rebuilding. There was not really of the big stars, but yeah, it was more of most of them were youngsters. Yeah.
What did you enjoy there? How was it being at Ramblers at that point in time?
Also, the whole setup. Ramblers was again just another step ahead when it comes to setting up your team, preparing them, the facilities. We know the Ramblers facilities that they have, and back in the day it was even in much better condition, because I saw it recently. I said this pitch was way better than it is right now. And to round it off, just the professional mindset, working with them, knowing that there is not really much drama within the camp, within the technical team. You guys are just doing your job. Obviously the fans, as much as it was not so many fans, but they are passionate. You could always see when they come to the games, playing the drums sometimes, and just being there. The whole Ramblers, my experience at Ramblers was also very good. So
who were the coaches?
Like I said, Tolly van Beek, Tolly, and then later it was Coach Ali. Yeah, but I see he's no longer coaching. No, not Ali Akan. Ali, I just can't remember the surname. Yeah. But Coach Tolly was the main head coach. Yeah.
Any trophies that you won with Ramblers?
With Ramblers, no. Like I said, that was the building season. It was after all the guys that was there, that left, Kaimbis, I think, that was after. It was the rebuilding season, but it was fine. We ended top half, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really recall, but It was a good run.
How long did you play there?
2 seasons as well.
2 seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there,
Tigers.
you went to Tigers.
Yeah. Tigers
And
came
how was
in.
it at Tigers now? You're finally back home.
Yeah.
As the guys would say from Shandumbala.
Yeah, the guys, the Shandubala boys. Yeah, I mean, we enjoy it because we also had a good team, to be honest. But you can't compare the facilities to what we had
teams,
with even with Invincible and with Ramblers. Those were like, it was static that we are training at Delta or we are training at the Ramblers field where we play there. But with Tigers we had to move training grounds, and it was not.
Why would you move?
Because they did not have their own to say,
But
okay,
Invincible
this is
also didn't have their own.
No, Invincible had the Delta. So it's not their own, but it was like static. It's just for them. It's standard. We know that we will be training there.
Yes.
Yeah, but with Tigers, it was not fixed to say, okay,
this week we
are training here. Okay, this whole season we are training here. Yeah, I remember we trained at Transnamib. We trained at some schools. So. Yeah. So
as a player, how does that now sort of affect you, or how does it impact on you?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's you are not. It's not the setup that's ideal for football, especially if you want to really hit the next level, to push it for the next level and stuff like that. It's not ideal. You want your basic stuff like proper playing balls, field where okay, no, it's not that bumpy, so that you can really improve these players. And yeah, that's just the struggle that there is, I think, till today, if I'm not mistaken. Teams are using school pitches, sometimes not really, being assured to say, okay, this whole season we are fixed here. Yeah. And if it's the case that, okay, now it's fixed to say, okay, teams play or train here this whole season and what, then you can build from that to say, okay, we at least have a field. It's not bad, because also, I mean, what does it? You have a field, but it's not in the best condition. We don't want
injuries.
Yes, you don't want your top condition, but at least a decent pitch where it's not that bumpy, because you want to improve the player. That's the aim at the end of the day. For you to go to training is so that you can improve your craft and get better at it. So if it's also not a top pitch, but you are having a pitch for the whole season, it's also just like.
We'll come back to the issue of the facilities and to compare them with what you saw when you went outside the country. At Tigers, you're at a big club now. There's a huge following. Let's look at the pressure between Invincibles, Tigers, and Ramblers.
Yeah, obviously Tigers, the pressure was a bit hectic because I'm in the Kasi. You see, so you see the people, they support Tigers, they will forever tell you, hey, you guys must start winning. Say, for example, if you lose a game or you haven't been doing well, they will be on your neck to say, hey, come on. But with the other teams, not really that, because you are like, you don't see their support that much. Yeah, so yeah, the pressure was definitely different, as just like you said, it's the oldest club in the country, isn't it? Yeah, so yeah, the pressure was a bit higher than the other two, and you always wanted to do good. I mean, it was also, good to play for Tigers, because it's a team that, it's a team that also my family, they are really, they love the club. My mom is literally blue and white. You can't tell her anything else. So is my uncle, Motion. So those guys are really, they will force you even to say, hey, you Tigers, and stuff like that. So yeah.
And then you said, what did you win now with Tigers? Any major trophies?
With Tigers also, we didn't win. I think there was a season we ended third. No, it was with the Ramblers that we ended third. Yeah, with Tigers we didn't really, it was just top half. Yeah, top half. Yeah. The only time I won was when I moved from Tigers.
When did you move from Tigers?
I stayed 2 seasons with Tigers.
So 2 seasons.
If you just look at it, until I went to But again, it was just 2 seasons there, and then I moved to Black Africa. So Black Africa already the first season we won the league, and we won the Super Cup.
The Super Cup.
Yeah.
So how was it now? I mean, family-wise, the family is blue and white. Now we're coming with maroon and black.
You know how it is with this whole thing of having to play for the team that your family supports, and I just, is this something that I play? It shouldn't be like that. Let these boys or whoever go play for the teams they feel like, okay, they want to play for, or just support the team. Because I understand back in the day it was a thing of, hey, you're in my house, this is what's happening, but that's more dictatorship, isn't it? So you want them to express themselves, to feel comfortable, and to be really, not to say that I was not comfortable playing for Tigers or playing for what, but it should be a decision that you, as a kid growing up, make, by seeing how the team play, because you support the team by seeing them, how they play and how they are doing, isn't it? Yeah.
So, but with your family, did they support you, or they were giving you a bit of...
No. My aunt actually was on my side. Even my mom was on my side, because at the end of the day, that's just my decision that I had to make. Yeah. But it did not sit well with, like I said, my uncle's emotion. Yeah, they were not happy, and
but did they understand that at least this guy is going to make a living from this
football? I hope they did, because later it was not that much of an issue or a problem, also because we didn't really see each other that much. But deep down, obviously, it hurt them. That's it's clear.
So do you think that you live in Tigers, did you live on good terms though at Tigers?
No, we left at good terms. The contract was finished, then I was in the camp with the national team when Black Africa approached. They were like, no, how's your contract? It's actually Da Costa Angola. He asked me, how's your contract situation there at Tigers? I said, no, it's ending now. He said, yeah man, we need you here, you must come, let's come win stuff. I'm like, yo bruh, winning is all what I want. And I see how it is at my side, and winning will probably take some time with how everything is ran and so on. But with you guys, I can really see that you are also pushing that professional status at your club. They used to train. We used to train at is it John Moore? Yeah, John Moore. Yeah, we used to train there, and it was really, good. We enjoyed. I enjoyed my time in Black Africa.
Who are the players that you found there? Because Black Africa was also on the roll that time. It was one of the biggest clubs, the Cup Kings.
Now there I found real ballers. I found Brian Bantam. I find Awilo. I think we moved together with Phineas Jacob. We went together there, if I'm not mistaken. I found Marco van Veek, what a baller. I found...
From Okanja as well, eh?
Yeah, it's from Okanja. I found Da Costa Angola. There was Katire. Mervin Katire. There was...
was he the captain at that time?
Yeah, he was the captain. I think him and Da Costa used to, Katire. There was...
Subeb?
Alon Subeb, his last season we played together, actually. There was just a whole lot. I'm sorry for the guys that I'm forgetting, but it's a time.
But it's been a while.
Over a decade, so... there was...
How was the competition for places in that team?
Very steep. You could tell that, every day at training you really needed to push hard, because you look you scan your shoulders, it's quality everywhere, and you could tell, now I see why these boys are really winning. It's the competitiveness at the training ground, is the wanting to win mentality, and just the pure talent that you had. It was good quality players together.
Okay. From Black Africa, where did you go now? That's when you went to South Africa.
Yeah.
But before you go to South Africa, the national team. When did you make your debut for the national team, if you remember?
2011. It was a game against Malawi. We played them on their Independence Day, actually. So we got invited to Malawi, Lilongwe, and we played there. We managed to even win 1-0 that game. 2011.
Who was the coach at that time?
The coaches was Coach Kanyuka
and Maneti
as assistant. Yes. Coach Kanyuka and Maneti as assistant.
But then the same Malawi came back and beat you guys here until Kanyuka, and I think that's when Kanyuka resigned.
Oh, yeah. But When was that? When did
It was a World Cup qualifier.
World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so you've made your debut. Did you play for any junior national teams?
No. The junior national teams that I played for, there was this other time, and these camps really helped us a lot. I don't know why they stopped, but we used to go to Ghana for camps. It was under 23. Yeah, we used to go to Ghana. We went to Ghana maybe like 4 times. Yeah, 4 or 5 times.
You're saying they used to help expand
in terms of training. The facilities obviously stopped. And just the opposition that will be playing friendlies against, those club teams that side, the physicality, the intensity. So it helped us a lot when we went out there to go and face, even just to come back to come play the COSAFA. You really knew that, okay, now I have to go really get stronger, in terms of your physicality, like I said earlier. Because at the end of the day, yes, you can be, a smart player, you can be, tricky and stuff, but there will come a time where you will have to get involved in a tussle. There will come a time. It's a contact sport, so you want to help yourself with the physical side of the game in terms of equipping yourself, going to the gym, making sure that you are physically fine, strong, so that whenever those tussles come, you can also compete and not just once you get into a tussle, you are brushed off easily. I mean, which professional team or player worldwide, the ones that are really competing and winning trophies, the gym program is standard.
So would you say those help you? Do you still think they are relevant now, those camps to go to Ghana or to have the Westphalia guys coming in and playing with the local teams?
100%, because you also go see and learn how things are actually done in different countries, how the teams play, how the teams approach, just the mentality, the wanting to win mentality from the other teams that you are facing. And you will also, it comes to you very fast to say, okay, we actually need to do a whole lot. We thought we were playing football, but we need to improve. We need to improve our technique. You need to improve your tactical approach on how to face these better sides. And just overall, you need to really continuously keep on improving your game.
Okay, going back now to you moving to South Africa. How did the move come about and where did you move to?
We were playing against Niger here at Sem Nyoma. It happened that Jomo Sono, doctor, was in the stands, and he actually also told us that he came to watch Benson play. He wanted a striker.
Benson
Shilongo, yeah. He told us, you guys, I don't even know why I'm taking you, but I came for a striker. So obviously me and Denzel, we had one of our best games that day.
Denzel Wasep.
Denzel Wasep, Stima Mlilo. Yeah, what a footballer.
I think one of the highest kept Namibian players,
What a guy.
And he's still going strong with Nampo.
What a player. So we got selected by Dr. Sono. We met him by country club. And then he told us straight away, you guys, I need your services back that side. You guys are signing now. And we signed the contracts there and then. Pre-season.
You didn't even read them?
No, you obviously went through the clauses to say, okay, it's 2-year deal with an option or what so not. And then you go to the important ones to say, how much you're getting paid. You go and you see, okay, what housing allowances are, where you'll be staying. So all those things, you go through.
You didn't need a lawyer.
You didn't really need a lawyer because, not to say that you are desperate to sign professional, but it's just like I've been working so hard to go into this professional setup, just to go into that window. So once the opportunity arises, you still don't want to be like, no, I first have to go see a lawyer. What if it's taken away again? And then you just take your first opportunity when it's like that. You take it as long as you know that you are doing it legally. And it's a good thing. It's a blessing. Everyone wants to play abroad or outside the country. So yeah, with Sono, we stayed again another 2 seasons there.
At Jomo Cosmos. That time they was in the Premier League or in the
No,
first
it's
division?
just the season they got relegated.
Okay.
Yeah. We actually had a very strong squad because it kept the bulk of the team that was in the PSL. And we even went immediately to go play the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost out on the playoffs.
So now you've moved to Jomo Cosmos from Black Africa. It's you and Denzel. I think you were together even at Black Africa as well.
Yeah.
You now look at now the differences now in the standards of training, the salaries, how they take care of you. It's a different culture, different languages, different food. Not really different food, but a bit different way of doing things. What were the lessons there, Jomo, that you caught your eye at the first moment?
Yeah, it's also the facility. I mean, he's there by next to Rand Stadium. He's having his 2-3 pitches there where you can train on any pitch any day. The transportation to the field for the boys that don't have cars, it was smooth. Salaries were smooth, coming in, also to triple what we used to get here by Black Africa and stuff. So it's just a whole different ball game also in terms of the quality that you are with. It's boys that really, want to play football. And what the one thing is that motivates them a lot also is to play for the with all due respect to all the other clubs, but to the bigger clubs. They want to play, for your bigger teams in South Africa. So they are so motivated that they, work hard, try and do their best so that they can be selected by those big teams. Yeah, so one thing, if there is something that really caught my eyes, also the whole setup to say, okay, there is not a struggle of any balls, struggle of beeps, a training kit, just your basic equipment that you really need for a functional football club. You're just like, okay, no, here actually everything is run smoothly. Yeah.
So now in the field of play, what were the things that you learned besides having the proper equipment and what did you learn?
Yeah, the intensity definitely higher, especially the NFD. It's a running game. They all concentrated on the end product. You start build up. It's now that you are by the other team's box. There's not really patience in the build up like you'll find now. Yeah, and a lot of teams in the NFD play Route 1 football, so you must be ready to be jumping and running with the off-the-ball runners, and so it's just a different, higher intensity and aggressive game. Yeah.
Obviously, coming from Namibia, small country, sparsely populated, there's not so much of us. I think we must start working, get ourselves 9 kids, Now we are now we are there. It's life is fast in Joburg. It's a fast-paced life. You're also a foreigner in that aspect. How were you accepted by your teammates and general supporters of Jomo Cosmos?
Yeah, I mean, off the pitch, the most important thing that counts is your discipline. Yeah, if you are not disciplined off the pitch, it will spit you out. Like you said, it's a very fast life, big city. Everything is, just by your...
It's just big, yeah.
Yes. And it's also accessible. If you want to do it, you can literally do whatever you want to. But you have the discipline to say, no, I have training tomorrow. I can't be doing any funny stuff or going out the day before or drinking. And the good thing is I've always been sober. I don't drink alcohol. So it was never really a challenge for me in terms of, the pressure to say, okay, your teammates, maybe they go out, because boys are boys, especially the ballers, they'll go out, they'll go have fun. I can join them once or twice or so, but just knowing that, no, I don't indulge in any alcohol or whatsoever. So it was always also just getting together. If it's maybe by a nice lounge, we sit together as a team. It also helps with the cohesion at the end of the day, Yeah, but just also, you must do it within the right space. You know, it shouldn't be a thing of you guys are going to the club to go build any team spirit. So, like I said, you are at a nice lounge, a restaurant. It can always be, you know, done as well. And the supporters overall, they were just, you know, supportive. We were doing good, like I said. We went to the playoffs. They were always supporting us. They find you in the malls. They'll always, you know, they know Abafanam Jomani. They'll always salute you. Yeah.
Okay, and then now 2 seasons is done. Where did you move next to?
Baroka came. Actually, is it three offers? It was from Free State, Chipa, and Baroka. So Baroka's was, you know, the best. So we decided.
Who was the coach at Baroka when you got there?
Coach Wetsen Nirenda.
Nirenda, the Zambian. Okay.
Zambian, yeah. He also just got there that season. We joined. So, yeah, I joined Baroka, and like that's where I stayed for the past, you know, counting this one also because I played halfway for the past 8 seasons.
So how was it now at Baroka? It's in Limpopo, eh?
Yeah, Limpopo. Yeah, it's also, you know, a good setup. The chairman just finished building this village now. You know, it's a very good. Literally, some of the PSL teams don't even have the village that the club has now. So, yeah, again, facilities, infrastructure, you know, the setup. You, as a footballer, you know, you go into this building, your gym is there, you have your swimming pool, you have your pitches, it just puts you at ease to say, okay, now I just have to perform and give my all, you know. It's a blessing that I'm here. Not all the other teams have got all these. So, yeah. It's a much better environment in terms of you are in the PSL now. You are playing your oppositions each and every other week. It's a tough game. So you need to be, you know, you need to bring your A game every time you step onto that pitch. So, yeah, very great experience as well.
You stayed there for 8 years. Why 8 years? I mean, you're a guy known for two all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think it's also just that, you know, with football, once you get to a certain age, the clubs, you know, normally ask, how old is he? You know, 29, 30. They will look at it twice, and then, no, 31, 32, they look at it twice. But on hindsight, you just think, okay, no, but I have this contract here. I'm still going to continue. I'm going to be as disciplined as much as I possibly can be. I'll work extremely hard, and I'll stay put as much as you want better. But, you know, realistically, like I said, they look at the age. That's the first thing now. And sometimes it's a bit sad to say, you know, you only want young stars of a certain age, while there's literally a player maybe 32, 33 that can give you double the work. But they also look at the investment to say, no, in 3-4 years, this boy will be developed, we'll sell him. So, yeah, it is what it is, you know. It's good for, you know, pros and cons.
Was there no any offer to go overseas?
No, there was.
Would you have loved to go overseas?
Definitely. I mean, if you're a footballer and if you don't want to go play overseas, then it's, there should be a problem. I always wondered, that was the aim, is to play overseas, you know, in Europe specifically. So it never came. But that also didn't stop me from working hard and keeping what I had.
Now, any major winnings that you had with Baroka?
Yeah, we won the Telkom Knockout 2018. Yeah, that's the main trophy that we got. We played final against Orlando Pirates and we won on the penalties. Yeah. So
did you take any penalty?
Yeah, I took. Unfortunately, I missed.
You missed.
Yeah, but yeah, and we ended up the highest position the team ever ended was 10th. You know, for a very young team like Baroka, you know, it was from 2007. You know, winning from the grassroots. They haven't bought any status or whatsoever. Getting promoted, and in the PSL, that was their second season or third season, if I'm not mistaken. You win a major cup like that, you know, it's plus. It's a huge thing, So enjoyed that a lot, you know. winning outside the borders. It's a good thing, because at the end of the day, as a footballer, you always want to have that winning mindset.
Yeah.
You want to pick up trophies, you want to grab them as much as you possibly can.
Yeah. And then now, let's go back to the national team. You made your debut against Malawi. You go on to establish yourself as one of the most reliable, or the first names on the team sheet. Take us through your national team years. What were the most enjoyable things? What were the most regrettable things with the national team?
Yeah, national team, it was up and downs, but most importantly, we focused on the ups, which was good. We had a good crop of players, the players that joined from 2011. Yeah, we went on from 2011 already. Like I said, Coach Kanyuka and Coach Maneti was the coach, and they had that mindset of installing professionalism into us already. Even though we are playing local, they will tell you must have that professional mindset. Look at stuff, look at players that are playing outside, how they do their thing. Try, implicate them, do what's needed for a professional footballer. We spoke of, hitting the gym, trying to get as much rest as you possibly can whenever you're not training, nutrition. So they were always emphasizing on those aspects of the game. And also just the mindset to say, we go into camps, they tell you what they really want from you. And especially with Coach Maneti, when he took over, we had that vision to win the COSAFA 2015 and to qualify for AFCON 2019. I think that started with, after the 2013, I think we exited by the COSAFA. We went to the plate. Yeah, but after we were knocked out of COSAFA, he said, he wants to win COSAFA within the next 2 years. So it's either you are on board or you're not. So that's also when we were going to the camps in Ghana that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, so all those things was just a preparation to us winning COSAFA in 2015. It came a long way. It's the whole hard work from when we joined the team in 2011. And then 2012 also, because also 2011, 2012, I was not really a major, the regular, but I'll make the squad, on the bench. And so it's really from 2013 where I started kicking it to say, okay, I'm always, getting minutes, if not starting, bulk of the time obviously starting. So he just had this idea to say, we are working towards this goal, and these are the things that are required for us to get there. So if you are not on board, like I said, he used this example of a train to say, no, on the train, if you are left behind, you are off. Yes. So if you are on board, we go. And that's the aim, like I said, it's 2015 COSAFA and making the AFCON 2019.
Now take us through that COSAFA year. Man, nobody expected it, at least even me. I thought, we're going to compete there. We have your South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, your Mozambique, those are teams that are a bit tough to beat. So I thought, we're just going there. But boom, I think you beat Madagascar 4. You beat Zimbabwe as well. And Mozambique in the final. Take us through that whole tournament, those 10, 15 days.
It was in Rustenburg.
Yes.
I remember it vividly. So we got there, we played our group stages, which is really a help because you pick up good momentum. I remember, I think Zimbabwe just came in the knockout stages. It was their first game to players. So it's always difficult to play a team that has already 3 games in the group stages. In the group stages. So for us, it was from the first game to say, no, we know why we are here. We've been working hard. The aim is to get the cup everywhere around the camp. That's the talk that we had to say, no, gents, we must win this trophy. There's no other way, just motivational. And
how was the camaraderie in the team?
It was top. Like I said, we used to spend a lot of time together in those camps that will be going away. So the camaraderie was, brotherhood. So it was boys that really good footballers, good understanding of the game, most importantly, understanding the game on a different level. And at that time our league was also very competitive, so it was easier to really pick good talented boys from our competitive league. So the camaraderie in camp, top notch. The voice or the words you will hear, it's us winning the trophy. Every other, whether it's in you are in a room talking like, hey, how did these guys play? Let's compare them to us. We don't really see any threat. Let's just continue. That helps a lot if you guys are really conversating about it, to say we actually want to win this thing and not just come here to come and be at numbers.
Did you get any ex-Brave Warriors players coming to inspire you guys? In camp? Or not only that one, but in any other camp that you've been in, who were not part of the technical team, just to come and inspire you and talk to you, or us. Travel with you in their capacity as ex-Brave Warriors players? You didn't get.
I can't remember.
Okay. But sorry if you were given that role, would you embrace it to inspire the next generation of Brave Warriors that are coming now or that are playing now?
Yeah, obviously, and most of the time, just being honest with them as well. So as to be as professional as they possibly can be, and that starts as a whole from our grassroots, from the clubs. Like we said, our league, it was not the best, but it was up and running, and it was, very competitive. The whole environment, the setup around it was better. So it really helped us.
To be
I mean, make no mistake, Coach Ronnie was also part of that. Coach Manetti, all those are ex-Brave Warriors. So they were on board really, and that's like the top of the cream when it comes to coaching in our country. Them two are like, above everything else or everyone else. So they were there, and we really learned a lot from the best too. So that's why we really, had it going our way the way it did.
And then you qualify for AFCON 2019. I know it was Mozambique in the group, it was Zambia, and it was Guinea-Bissau, I think. Guinea-Bissau, yes.
Guinea-Bissau, they did us a favor.
So the first match, it was with Zambia, I think, here. You threw 1-1. And then the next match, it was the two Mozambique games.
We won both.
You won both of them. And then the next match was Guinea-Bissau here. At home, it was another draw. And then you went to Guinea-Bissau, they beat you guys. And the last match was in Zambia. With Zambia and another defeat. That qualifier, take us through that qualifier. It was also the time when Namibian football was starting to experience a bit of a problem. There was a normalization committee in between the qualifier, but you still managed to qualify.
Again, continuation from the 2015 team that won the COSAFA. So that's one thing that really helped a lot, even though we had the whole normalization committee, all those things coming in, the football not being stable, but the core of the squad you still kept. So that's what really mattered most. We kept, the coaches kept the core of the squad, and for the guys that joined, they were, integrated properly. We just knew to say our main focus is to qualify, even though there is now all this drama in the FA and stuff, and it's so sad, man, with our African football, if we just have to touch on that. It's very sad how such things can really derail the progress of football in a nation. And just talking about it, it's a bit emotional also, because our football by now, we were supposed to be one of the nations that you can't even touch, as small as we are, but we would be a force to be reckoned with had we had the proper and professional leadership, just people of good men and women running football, man, people of honor running our game.
You have first-hand information or first-hand experiences with the FA.
Yeah.
What do you think is our problem? If you had to pinpoint it without fear or favor, what do you think would be our problem?
It's a lot of things.
I mean, if I made you president of the FA right now, and I say give me 5, I mean, Patrice Motsepe, when he went to CAF, he had a 10-point plan, and we have seen what he has achieved with that 10-point plan. We see he said he's going to increase the prize money. He said he's going to bring a new African competition. He said he's going to develop women's football, and we see those things. You know, if we gave you 5 things that you have to deal with at the NFA right now. And without fear or favor of being castigated or whatever, what would you do?
No, I mean, it's freedom of speech at the end of the day. So, just try. The first thing, let's try and make our league professional. Yes, I see it is difficult because, I mean, we are not getting any closer. If not, we are actually just
why are we not getting
regressing. That's my thing now. Maybe once you are in there or whatsoever, you understand, because why can't we make our league professional? That's my first, thing, or first thing that we need to address. And also just, knowing that the people that are running football are really familiar and know how to run this thing. Because you can run your business a certain way and you are successful there, but once you come to the beautiful game, it's totally different. We have seen it happen. So it's just, it needs people that really know the game in terms of, okay, this is what we have learned from other FAs, also going to other FAs to go see, not necessarily that it only needs former footballers to run the game. Yes, it's a good thing, it's a plus, but I'm also just saying that you will find people that are not really former professional footballers, but that can also really do a good job in terms of running the game, and that can help the game in our country to be professional.
But we have a person like Jackie Shipanga. If you go on the African continent and say you're from Namibia, the first name that they will ask you, oh, so you know Jackie, if you're associated with football. Top administrator, she has set up women's football, Uganda, Malawi, Tanzania, you name those countries, Botswana. You look at the coaches that you've had. Ricardo Manetti is well known on the African continent. He played for Santos, won the league with Santos. Colin Benjamin, I think probably the first or second Namibian to play in the Champions League. Played in Germany for such a long time. Was assistant coach in the Bundesliga. Is well known. We have the people that have the the street credibility, if I may put it that way, the football credibility to take our football to the next level.
You mentioned Coach Manetti. With Coach Manetti, 100%. When we were there, he's a coach. Whenever we as players even had any trouble with the FA, he would say, you guys sort out your things, make sure you guys are sorted, and then you come, we take this thing forward. So they men management, that's now the coaching side of the game, second to none. But then if you have any other coach that you don't feel that, okay, no, men management skills approaching you guys as players, is he fighting you or you guys are together? Because at the end of the day, for the team to do great, it must be a whole unit of good camaraderie. You see?
And speaking about that, in Egypt for that 2019 AFCON, the match, I think it was the match against South Africa or Ivory Coast. You almost didn't play it, you guys, because you were fighting with the FA for your monies in Egypt.
It's
South Africa.
It's now in Egypt. When we went to Egypt, everything was sorted. It was the game before Zambia where there was a fight with the monies. But when we went to Egypt itself, everything was sorted by that time. The whole drama came in Ivory Coast. where there was again, just comparing the two AFCONs is day and night. The 2019 one, you could really see that, okay, the people involved or in charge, whether it's the head coach and, Coach Ronnie, you could tell that, okay, they are pushing for us to really do well in the AFCON. And also just, like you mentioned, the whole fighting monies thing. Where the main fight came in Ivory Coast is comparing the 2019 to the 2021 AFCON. The monies was reduced to the 2019 one. So that's just as simple as to say, so now where is the progress at? We are 4 years.
Was there an explanation why you were not given, why the money was reduced?
No, it's just the normal one that you will hear that no, the FA don't have money. That's the most you will hear that every time. Is the FA don't have money. That's the technical team that time in Ivory Coast. They went to go look for the money. They did all these campaigns and what's or not and what's or not. Okay, fair enough, good for you guys. But at the end of the day, we have a FA that really needs to step up in cases like this. They can see that we have a team that qualified.
Let's treat them well.
Yes, you see, let's treat them well. Let's show that they deserve whatever they are fighting for or what's or not. Like I said, just the comparison of 2019 and 2021, it's day and night, and it shouldn't be like that. We must move forward. You can't be getting less than what you were getting 3-4 years. So that's one other thing also that was really contributed.
And are you still owed money in your personal capacity by the FA? For the national team, for the stuff that you did for the national team?
For the national team, there was the ongoing saga that was there with the bonuses that needed to be paid when we qualified for the last 16. So for the last 16, there was, now they brought in contracts that we have to sign. So all the players signed. And one thing I loved also about the boys is the camaraderie, the cohesion. From the youngest to the oldest in that camp, we were together as a team should be. And you could not single out a single player and say, I know this one will come and he will leave the team behind. We were literally united. So we signed because it started with the Cameroon games. We signed to say, okay, no, the FA doesn't have money. Cool, we'll take it. It was 6,000 for a game against Cameroon, the qualifiers.
Sure, 6K.
6K, a game. So we took that 12K. We played the two games. We won
both of them.
So, but before playing the two games, we said, okay, it's fine. We understand that the FA don't have money, but we see a chance of beating Cameroon and we'll make it to the AFCON, So we want a clause to say whatever monies we are going to get at CAF, whether it's at AFCON, must be distributed amongst the players and the technical team.
So when you go there, they change now this.
You see? So we qualified. We start off here with Cameroon. We played, we won. So our clause is in this thing. Now it looks high. We are qualifying for the AFCON. Great, we are at AFCON. The whole money thing or that clause is in that contract. We still have copies to this day. We play, what is it? Our first game was against...
in Ivory Coast.
In Ivory Coast, it was against, is it Mal? No, Mal is the last one. It was against Tunisia. We won Tunisia 1-0. Yes.
And then the next match was South Africa.
After the Tunisia game, just to add that where the whole thing is even messed up is it PST bet came in, is it with a 300K or something? And that money was distributed amongst the technical team and the players, like the clause was saying. Good. And then we qualified to the next round.
After drawing Mali,
And nobody knew that there was going to be money coming from CAF. We were just checking up on the internet. I think some players or something said, no, there's money for the next round or something. We are like, no. Because I personally did not know until we started doing research. Because we hadn't done the research so far to say
we are qualifying for the next stage.
That there is monies in the knockout stages. Yeah, I think it just came up now with the new regime of Patrice, if I'm not mistaken. I'm speaking under correction. Yeah. So and then we found out that no, there is 800,000 USD coming into the team, and then we're like, okay, there's money coming in. What is the clause saying for any monies, that any rewards or whatsoever coming into the, let it happen like it should, like the from the betting company that came in. That's where the whole story started again to say no, it's impossible, you can't get this money, you can't get. And it also just comes to show that you are not working with people of honor. You know, you are not working with honest people.
That is the FA now.
That is the FA now, because the contract is there.
And they don't want to honor it.
Be honest, honor the contract. It says, you know, you want to bring in terms to say no, it does not apply to these, but it applies to the other monies that came in. So now, what's the difference? Obviously, because this is Momos. So now, from that money, everything together in our money, I think should be around 15 million. So they gave us, they divided and gave each player 100 with a technical team, 100K. And so obviously the team did not set it, because that's not even, at least had they come and say, okay, we also did not know that this money is coming in, but let's share it half. The FA takes half and that's not even half of the money that we got, you see. So that's where we all as players had a huge problem. Yes, which is only, I mean, I stand for my teammates, and for the rights as well, and what the contract is saying. And
that time you're vice captain, right?
Exactly.
And it falls under you and Ronald.
It was me and Peter was
Peter,
there.
Sorry, Peter and Ronald.
So obviously most of the boys, they will come ask, hey, what's happening and what, and I'll take it, because I believe in walking the right path in this thing. If the money was not for us, I would tell them straight, gents, it's impossible. Let's leave this thing. But it's clear there. There was no monies, and we took those 6Ks for the games, which was again a lower format. Yes, very, very, compared to your
what you
used before and who you are playing against. We don't even want to go there. You know, the guys you are playing against with the Cameroonian national team, how they get, how the money they get, you see. So it's just a thing of going back to, let's try and first get the structures right. People of honor, people understanding the game. You don't necessarily, I say it again, necessarily have to be part of, or that you have played, or a former footballer or whatsoever. We just need honest people that will run the thing, and knowing that in the bigger run, Namibian football will be professional and you won't hear any drama. Let's just jump to the two AFCON nations that played the final now, Senegal, Morocco. Obviously, okay, with the whole refereing stuff, that aside, but just how their FAs are ran, it's second to none. You see, those FAs, you rarely hear drama of a Senegal team or a Morocco team.
And it shows in the field of play.
It shows in the field of play. There was trouble again with the Nigerians, and you can see how they are regressing. Last time they got the silver, now it's the bronze, because you know all those small details. I'm not saying it's 100% because of that money not being paid, but it contributes. It's those details that unsettles the camp. But with a good camp, good structures, people are payment.
I mean, the one that you went to in Egypt, the first AFCON, South Africa, when they left, they had already signed their contracts. They knew how much they were getting. The first match, if you win, you draw, you lose, you win, you draw, you lose, you win, you draw, you lose, they knew their structure. If you reach the final, this is how much you got. If you reach the semi-finals, this is how much you're getting. And they went as far as third place, I think.
Because everything is laid out for you. You just have to go and perform.
All right, let's not dwell on that. What are your most memorable times with the national team?
Winning COSAFA for sure.
Winning COSAFA.
2015, and qualifying. The most important thing is qualifying the nation to the two AFCON yeah, qualifying the nations. Because being at the AFCON is one thing, but going through the qualifying matches, it's a very tough one. So qualifying the nation to the 2 AFCONs, it's definitely the other 2. Yeah, and also winning the plate.
Yeah,
it's also silver.
And now looking at it, why did you retire? Because we're all expecting you to stay there.
Yeah, it's just the ongoing hamstring growing injuries. So
it was purely injuries.
Yeah, it's purely injuries.
Okay,
for sure. Yeah,
from the national team.
Yeah, from the national team as well. Yeah,
so
I wanted to continue even maybe another season or 2 with my club. Yeah, with the national team also. If you see in Ghana, I got injured preparing for the AFCON. Yeah, I pulled again the hemi. But also that I feel like it's also avoidable. You know, especially the pull of the AFCON. It was just the way we were training also. You know, and it was already in middle of the season. This side, you know, I'm a player that was playing week in, week out for my club, and the load at my age, at my age, needs to be checked. Obviously, I can't be training again like a 25-year-old. So just the simple basics into the game. You know, if we are doing double sessions, can I maybe sit out one in the afternoon or one in the morning? And also just to add on that is the first 3 days already we had hit 6 sessions. 6 sessions in 3 days in Ghana. So already that just shows you that the load and the way we are going towards this training, and we are already coming out of a busy schedule here in a very, very competitive league of ours. So it's just, like I said, it's avoidable to pull a muscle like that.
Give me your best 11 players that you played against and that you played with. No, that you played with. Yeah, the best. I'm just gonna give you one chance. One. Goalkeeper.
Virgil Fries.
Right back. We'll do a 4-4-3.
Okay. Right back. Larry Horai.
Left back.
Left back.
You can include yourself.
Left back, Rian Hanamu.
Okay. 2 central defenders.
Centre backs. Left centre back for the nation, definitely I'm gonna go in there. And then right centre back, I'm gonna have to. I'll put Ryan Nyambe.
Okay.
Yes.
The anchor, midfield anchor.
Stimam Lilo, Denzel Ausep.
Okay, the 2 right and left midfielders?
2 left.
One of them has to be a box-to-box.
Yeah, we'll have to give it to a box-to-box. Let's give it to Stiga, and then creative, we give it to Shitembi. Yeah.
And then front 3, on the left, right, and center?
Yeah. On the left, Dion Hoto, TH. Center, Shalunile all day. On the right, Avilo. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who would you like to see sitting where you're sitting right now?
Next
year.
Denzel Ausep.
Okay, we'll try and get Denzel to come and sit where you're sitting. And maybe your final motivation words to a young and upcoming Ananias Junior Gebhardt.
I always say that without discipline, literally, it's difficult to make it in life, whether it's sports or a totally different industry that you are in. If you don't have any discipline, it will be very difficult for you to make it. So stay disciplined, continue working hard, but most importantly, smart. Work smart, whether you're young, older, work smarter. And just try by all means necessary to be a person of honor.
Great advice for a young Ananias Junior there, and thank you very much for sharing this time with us. And we still have a lot to talk. We still have to ask you, what are you doing? You know, what is the future looking like? Would you be a coach? Would you consider coaching?
I'm not gonna write it off, because never say never. It's a beautiful game, and this is the game that I've known all my life. And I won't say never, but we'll see where life takes us.
We'll also keep tracking you. That's it today for our show, Game Time with Marco, with Ananias Gebhardt here. And we hope that you enjoyed the show, but don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to our channel as we continue bringing you more. Thank you.